Alright, this is going to be the second game in this best of three between EGHuK and Heart. This is once again from the MLG. Whoop! Oops. It's going to be from the MLG Winter Championships. This was, I believe, in the pool play of the championship bracket. So, Huck lost the first game, so he got to pick for the second game a map, Antigua Shipyard, which I assume he's fairly familiar with. It happens to be one of my favorite maps, so let's see how he plays this out. Notable things about this map are that, first of all, on the MLG version of this map, you can only spawn in cross positions. So that means that both Heart and Huck know exactly where the other player is. So there's a higher potential for cheese, but also an easier ability to scout that cheese. So another important thing is this ramp into the main makes it very easy to defend. If you look at the distance between these two bases, it's quite significant. It means that something like a Nexus first build order is very safe, and also, in addition to things like Nexus first, although that's not what Huck's going to be doing, even though I like that build order, it's a very, very solid and safe map for macro play. You can get this very easy third base because there's only this kind of area you have to defend here. You don't have to worry about attacks from side except through these rocks, which of course you can just put a pylon or a supply depot up at this position to check it out, and we will see this early gas again by Heart. Huck's getting a gas as well. It would be more strange if he didn't, but so we can see that we're not going to be seeing a gasless fast expand out of Heart here, but what it is we'll have to wait and see. Will he be going for this same old 1-1-1 2 games in a row, or will he mix it up with a 2 racks opener? We do have the 150 minerals coming out right now, and we have this SCV. Is it going out to scout? It is going out to scout, and Huck, being just a little bit careless, will end up losing his probe, and it will be a 2 racks opener. Second barracks coming down right now. This will be a strong timing push designed to shut down a 1-gate expansion out of Huck with a very fast concussive shells and a large amount of Marines and Marauders. So, in the meantime, we do see Huck getting his Cybernetics core up. So again, he's going for a Stalker before anything else. We'll have to see if he decides to go for this peculiarly fast robotics facility in this game as well. I'll be very interested to see what he decides to do. While Heart's second barracks is almost finishing up, of course he's not throwing down a second gas, it's not part of the 2 racks build, but we will see him start production of, there we go, Tech Lab coming down for that concussive shell upgrade to allow him to get this very strong timing attack. And oh no, Huck went for the 1-gate expand. This is going to be so difficult to hold, and a robotics facility. This high reactored marine count out of Heart is going to be very, very tough to deal with just immortals and 1 gateway's worth of units. We don't even have a second gas in order to start producing those oh so very valuable sentries. This is going to be such a difficult such a difficult attack to handle for Huck. Do have right now 5 Marines, 2 more on the way, another 2 being produced, and 1 Marauder, and this is going to be the timing to start marching across the map. The concussive shells will finish by the time Heart gets to... Oh, no, he's going to wait up for a second. Doesn't want to get too overeager, doesn't want to overcommit, doesn't want any mistakes, even though he doesn't actually know that this is what Huck's going to be going for, but he doesn't want to clue Huck off to any kind of pressure that might be coming. So now we have the second and third gateway coming out for Huck. These will be able to start production very shortly, and Huck now backing off from the watchtower. I think he was just barely able to catch a glimpse of this pack of units, this very scary little army here. And now Heart is now slowly building up. He stopped marine production, so he now has just barely enough money to throw down a command center. Well, this SCV, there we go, there goes the command center, and now this army is moving up. First Immortal by Huck has just come out. He's now building an observer. Oh no. Does he have any vision of this? He doesn't have any vision of this attack coming in. How is HuK going to be able to hold this? He has 3 zealots, a stalker, and an immortal against this very, very strong, frightening army, and instantly this pylon's going to go down, and suddenly HuK is in a lot of trouble. He's not even going to be able to produce more units. Although now it looks like the bunker has gotten cancelled, so that's going to be one little nightmare evaded. This Immortal is doing a surprising amount of damage to these bio units, and Heart is being slowly pushed back. I'm not sure why he's doing this. I think he could have done a lot of damage had he committed here to this very, very small force. He could snipe the Immortal, snipe the Stalker, and then kite the Zealots to Kingdom Come. He could have started to put on some heavy, heavy pressure to this expansion, kill some SCVs, but as it is now, Heart is backing off and he is behind. HuK has now taken the lead in this second game. He's got his second expansion up, getting 3 more gases, and now we'll have to be waiting to see the transition that will be coming out of HuK. Will he be going for Colossi, or will he try to do something crazy like going for double upgrades into Templar tech? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Now we do have the reactor starport on the way here for Heart. The reactor and the starport actually take exactly the same amount of time to finish, so we will see them this very fortuitous timing that was created by Blizzard allow for very quick medevac production in just a moment here. Expansion is now starting for Heart, but if we look at the income tab, there are many, many more harvesters for HuK. It's mostly relying on those powerful mules to generate his income right here, but we will be seeing the second base kick into action very shortly until it begins coming back into the game. If you look at the army tab, we do see that these 2 players are just about dead even, but thanks to these sentries and these immortals, I would give the advantage to HuK right now. Although this bioforce is slowly growing, as soon as these medevacs come out, it could turn completely around. So now we do see a Colossus on the way, indeed. 2 more gateways. Only 1 forge out for HuK. This is an interesting choice. He's going to be going for attack. Usually you see armor coming first. For Protoss players in this matchup, because of the damage of the Marines, reducing that 6 damage by even 1 is just so important, so critical for a Protoss player to do, because it means that suddenly stimmed Marines stop being quite so frightening. But we do see a drop moving out here. Where is this drop going? I think it's going to be heading over up to try and drop behind the mineral line here, which is a very good position. You see these stimmed Marines and Marauders trying to snipe off. Ooh, that just barely avoids even getting through shields. But now this drop, where's it going to be going? It's moving out. This factory is doing a beautiful job of distracting HuK, but now it's going to be moving in. Now the drop is coming down for Heart. This is so frightening for HuK. He's going to have to leave these units here. He can't do much of anything, but the Colossus comes in just in time, and HuK is able to hold off the double medevac drop. And now Heart is left with a bunch of injured units, and not much damage to show for it. Neither player taking a 3rd base quite yet. Heart is being very clever by keeping a close eye on that, but the Colossus count has started to rise for EGHuK right now. He's got another 2 out, another queued up on the way, building some sentries and some zealots to support this. Now he's finishing ground weapons level 1, which will allow these Colossi to do a lot more damage against these tightly clumped up bioforces of Heart. We're going to be seeing the +1 armor start in just a second, and photon cannons. Excellent choice for HuK, because right now it means that any drops down into his base, they can't drop on top of the warp gates. They're just going to not be able to run anywhere in there. These photon cannons will be able to shoot down the medevacs, shoot down the Marines and Marauders, and do a very good job of defending HuK's base. No cannons over here, though. He doesn't like that base as well as something. Now we only have 2 Vikings out here for Heart right now. This is a very, very dangerous situation for him. He needs to get more Vikings out. 2 more are flying out, but oh no, he's not paying attention. These could be intercepted. He scoots them back, but will the Stalkers catch on? They could take them out right now. And No, HuK just gets a couple of hits in on the Vikings. Oh, wait, will he? He managed to take one out. That is critical. Every Viking counts at this stage of the game. And, oh no, this is just such a frightening push coming out of HuK. And that's everything. Hart very accurately figures out that he's not going to be able to win this. He only has 2 Vikings out on the field right now. Guardian shields going up all over HuK's units, and this scary Robo Gateway army will just power through these very, very strong Colossi backed up by the Sentries, Immortals, and Stalkers, and a few Zealots to do some tanking as well. No way this could have ended at all well for Hart in this situation. Well, that was a good game 2, a good hold of the early pressure build by HuK, and it just left Hart with nowhere to go. He was behind on economy, just couldn't manage to bring it back to take the second game and take the series. So this will be going to a third game in this best of 3, and I'll get into this right now.